On this side, you have the blue pill. Now, you can take the blue pill. What's going to happen is you're going to wake up in your bed. You're going to be looking for your twin flame. You're going to be trying to find the other half to your soul, the other half to who you are. You're going to develop one-nightists. You're probably going to put them on a pedestal and screw it up. But you can take the blue pill and go on that search. Or there's the red pill. The red pill is of truth. The red pill includes the understanding that you are love. Includes the understanding that anybody outside of you is a reflection anyways. So when you are going, or when you are trying to put someone on a pedestal and make them your twin flame, your other half of your soul, it's coming from the frame that you're not already complete. And the red pill is going to show you the truth about love, the truth about who you are. And in this video, we're going to go and see how far down that rabbit hole it really goes. Welcome back to another video. My name's Aaron, and I help people expand their consciousness. So I hope you guys like my Morpheus glasses. These are my Morpheus glasses. Anytime I'm on Instagram, I'm like, red pill, blue pill. That's how it feels. And I, in a way, want you guys to all know you are the one. Quite literally, you are the one. Now, when I say that, I also mean when you're looking for love and you're looking to attract love, realize that all love is a reflection. So when you're trying to attract something outside of yourself, you're looking for something outside of yourself. It's like if you wanted to attract a nose or something and you have a nose, but you're trying to find another nose. It doesn't really, it's like, well, everyone else has a nose, but that's just a reflection of the nose that you already have. It's a nose way of, I guess, looking at it. However, in this video, I'm going to be very brutally honest with you. I'm going to share with you some things that I've learned about attracting love, but also some observations I have with some unhealthy concepts in the spiritual community that I think causes a lot of people to feel a lot of resistance. You know, it's funny. I had a friend that went to a psychic the other day, and she was telling me about it, and the psychic was like, this thing is going to happen. This date that you're going to go on with this guy, he is going to be the one. And she's like, damn. She's like, I just met this dude. And she's going on this date believing or thinking that this guy is the one for her that she's going to spend the rest of her life with. Imagine how much intense pressure she's feeling going on this freaking date. Now, with everything that I've learned about this process, and also, you know, clairvoyant people in general, there is no set future. The future is not set. And we do not just have one soulmate or one twin flame. Everything is a reflection. So that's why in this video, I'm going to share, it's going to be brutally honest with you. I'm going to share with you what I really think about many of these concepts, what I've learned about them, because I'm somebody that was definitely bought into some of the spiritual concepts more so. But really, the red pill is taking the truth. It's the truth. It's not always comfortable, but it is always powerful. And it is always empowering once you begin to learn how to use that truth. Now, the first thing we're going to look at is the fact, or the belief, whatever we want to call it, that when it comes to attracting love, you can't actually attract love. Now, people will hear that and go, what do you mean, Aaron? I've seen the movie The Secret. Do you have a lot of other videos on attracting love? Well, let me make this difference in understanding the terminology. When we are trying to attract love, we are looking for something that is outside of ourselves and trying to attract it into our lives. Now, what Dr. Wayne Dyer, what many other spiritual teachers have talked about, is you don't always get in life that which you want, but you always get a reflection in life of who you are. So when we are trying to attract something outside of ourselves, we're still coming at it from the frame that we are not already love, and then because of that, we tend to attract people that are already or still wounded in a way, or we feel not whole and complete, so we get that reflection as well, even if it's in the form of a temporary relationship. So the real key to this is understanding if you replace the word attract with reflection, it changes the dynamic. If you want to reflect love, then you must first be love. When you are it, when you're being it, it's much easier to have that reflection come into your life. You know, it's a funny thing, but when people stop trying to attract love, a lot of times that's when the love comes in. Another reason is because when you're trying to do something, you're trying to control. If when my friend goes on the date, she's trying to control it to happen a certain way because the psychic said that it's meant to be and this is my one and only forever, she can put it on a pedestal, create a lot of resistance. It's going to vibrationally butcher it up. But instead, she could take it off a pedestal. She could be the love that she naturally is. And she'd realize that by being that, there'd be more attractive energy there. And things may or may not happen the way that she was told they're going to happen. And also, there's no set future the way we think there is. There's momentum. Doesn't mean we can't have certain soul contracts or something. But in general, when we try from the ego's perspective to control those things, it's going to cause a lot of resistance. So the first red pill truth is that you can't actually attract love. You can't attract it. You can only reflect it. And if you attract a temporary version of that, unless you do the work and unless you go inside, unless you feel the love inside of yourself, for yourself, then you'll find that the reflection that you get is a temporary fix, or it's coming from a wounded place. So that's the first one, is you can't really attract love. It can only be reflected to you. It's like, a lot of people, they go on the search for spiritual meaning and they go to find God. And the funny part about that is that's something that's within. It's like the book The Alchemist, where you're looking for the treasure, and then you realize the treasure is within, or you've had it the whole time. It's the same thing. The essence of that spiritual dimension of what we could call source energy, the universe, God, it's already inside of us. So we can look for it in other gurus. We can look for it in other people, but it's a funny idea because it's looking for something we are. That's why when certain people were enlightened, some of them say they laughed hysterically because they realized how ridiculous the whole thing was, how strong the sense for a yearning is for that. Now, another thing is, too, speaking on that vein of enlightenment, the second point of this, the red pill truth, is that you got to let go. You got to let go. Let go of trying to attract love. Let go of the past. Let go of people that you feel attached to, because letting go is keeping you bound to the past. And when you're trying to control, it's saying that you don't trust the universe. You don't trust this to be a natural thing. Now, it's funny, when Osho was talking about when he became enlightened, and that's a whole nother, talk, but when he was, the controversy behind him at least, but when he was talking about becoming enlightened, he sat there for years, and then eventually he laughed hysterically because he realized how dumb it all is. But a week or two before he became enlightened, what he did is he had this very strict discipline. He would get up every morning at like 3 or 4 in the morning, go walk like 5-10 miles or something, and then meditate under this tree, and then all this stuff. And he was very strict on his diet, and he'd go to bed at a certain time every night. And then all of a sudden, he said, screw it. I'm done doing all this stuff. He just let go. And after years and years, even his friends were coming over, and they'd like, would you like beer? And he said, yes. He drank beer, and they were shocked. When he let go of all these rules and all this discipline and all these things that he was doing to get somewhere else, within like a day or two, he became enlightened. Because sometimes the pressure and the resistance that we put on a process creates so much resistance. So same thing, trying to control love. Here's the reason it's hard to let go too. If you're having a hard time letting go of someone, if you're having a hard time of letting go of the outcome, it's because you believe that you must control it, or you must stay attached to it, or you're going to lose it. There's a belief there. This is, if I let go of this person, they'll never come back. There's a belief there that says, if I let go of controlling, then it'll never come back. Or something really unexpected will happen. But it's actually the opposite. When it comes to love especially, you can't control the dynamics of love. You can't control someone to love you. But if you let go and you allow them to be free, that's unconditional love. And that's an attractive energy too. You bound up that energy that's been wound up, and you become free. And as you become free, you also have more attractive energy. So it works like magic if you apply it. Just try it. Let go of the outcome. Let go of even trying. Let go of even the desire. That's why I say when a lot of people, when they let go of trying to attract love, they just do. Because they're not resisting or butchering up the process vibrationally. So that's the next red pill truth. Now, the next red pill truth that you might not want to hear is that I believe personally that like 90% of people that believe they found their twin flame, they put their twin flame on a pedestal, They vibrationally butcher it up. They create one-nitis out of it. It becomes this very toxic thing. I believe a lot of times that it's actually more of a trauma bonding process. It is somebody that so perfectly fits the trauma bonding, which means that when you were a kid, there was a certain energy dynamic between your parents that you then got familiar with. And what happens is when you meet somebody and there's just this crazy strong connection right from the get-go, a lot of times what that connection is it's a familiar pattern that you feel that just feels right. But then you put this person on a pedestal and all this crazy stuff happens, and then you vibrationally butcher it up. But what happens, I see in the spiritual community so much when it comes to twin flame and soulmates, is people believe, oh, there's only one twin flame, there's only one soulmate, it's the other half of my soul, and it's emphasizing that they're not already good and whole and complete already. And what happens is from that point then, it's this notion that then is like bound on a belief that we're not already worthy or we're not already a whole and complete soul. And the thing that I would encourage all of you to look to is not to say that soul contracts can't be made, not saying there can't be soulmates. I do believe there can be, but I believe that there's many more twin flames and soulmates than we think. I know anytime Bashar gets asked this question, he says, anyone in the moment that you're with is your soulmate or your twin flame. But we like to think there's just one, and it has to happen this way. So the thing that I'd like to encourage you to look at here is stop putting people on pedestals and stop thinking that you're not whole and complete already. It's a red pill truth. You are whole and complete already. You do not need anyone else to be a whole and complete soul. And when I say this, I say you don't need. You may want a reflection in your life of love. You may want a reflection in your life of like partner you're in a relationship with, but you do not need it. There's a very big difference here. You can say, I want you, but I don't need you. I'm not desperate. You see, the energy is different than that when you say, I need you. When you need someone, it's a mommy or daddy wound. And you needed attention from your mom and your dad when you were a kid. You may have not got it, and you may be searching for it in a romantic partner. So that leads me to the fourth red pill truth on attracting love. A lot of times people stay stuck in similar patterns because they have mommy and daddy issues that haven't been worked out. And the patterns we tend to attract into our life that feel familiar, these just feels right, a lot of times it's because it was a similar dynamic that was created from when we were at a young age. So, attracting love or having love being reflected back, one of the keys is to actually lean into and go into your beliefs about love. There's the attachment styles. You've got avoidant, anxious, and secure. I have videos on that. I'll link some of those below. I have podcast episodes on it as well. I'll link those below. If you didn't know, I have a podcast called Into the Vortex with Aaron Doughty. I do episodes 2 times a week, and that's where I've been putting almost all my energy as of late. So check out those love attachment understanding the episodes. But anxious, avoidant, and secure, the goal is for us to become secure so that we're attracting somebody else that's also secure. However, when we're anxious, it means that we are searching for validation on the outside. We believe we have to be a certain way to receive love, and we lean into getting our needs met. Avoidant means they don't feel safe, so what they do is they push away love and intimacy. And what happens is the key to this is actually going into the childhood wound and either feeling safe as the avoidant and knowing that you can be and experience that love within yourself and trust other people and learning to do that and to trust yourself. And then with the anxious, it's giving yourself the validation you crave on the outside. This is the work that you begin to do. And as you begin to do that work, you're going to find that you attract partners in your life or people in your life that reflect that work that you've been doing. So this is the key, is understanding this. There's also a meditation on attracting love, which really the goal of this meditation is for you to be love, for you to feel that love on the inside. There's thousands of comments from people that say they have attracted love or reflected love into their life. You can read the comments below. It's my most popular meditation on YouTube. Listen to that meditation for 21 days. Watch what happens in your life. Read the comments that can increase the belief that it can work for you as well. And you will then become more and more of that love. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Subscribe below if you haven't already. Hit that like button if you like this video. And if you want more Red Pill Truth series, let me know. I shall do them. With that being said, here is an attachment style video that you can watch. right here. And then there's the podcast below that you could check out. And then here's that meditation as well that you can check out. A track love meditation that I was talking about. It's an end card. Okay, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace, much love, and namaste.